Bitcoin just fell to the mid $80,000 as PCE data is set to release early this morning. It's early Friday morning as I'm recording this. Bitcoin has been super chaotic, going up and down, and this is after it's been relatively stable for the past few days. It's going to be interesting to see where PCE data, the core inflation that the Fed prefers to use, that comes out in about an hour and a half. But before we get started, welcome back to the channel. My name's Doc. Throughout the day, I'm a resident physician, and at night, and I guess early morning on Fridays, I take you guys on my crypto investing journey. Guys, it's Friday morning before I head to work. We're just going to jump right into it. I put in a long position on Bitcoin. We're going to talk about that here in just a little bit. Bitcoin right now at 84,900. So we dipped below $85,000. This is the 4-hour chart here. And honestly, I think this is because I think that we fell for a couple of reasons. A, stock market futures are down right now, right? So that's part of it because Bitcoin at this point in the cycle is highly correlated to the stock market. So both the S&P and the Dow Jones futures are down, right? The market hasn't opened yet. So in the pre-market, people are a little hesitant, wishy-washy, however you want to put it, before the PCE data comes out. Now, right now, it's about 6 a.m. Central Time, 7 a.m. Eastern Time. The PCE data comes out at 8:30 Eastern, so about an hour and a half from here. I'm going to be watching this. Bitcoin's falling down. I would suspect, Bitcoin dominance is at 62%, right? Which is, it's starting to spike, which is unfortunate. If we change this to the weekly view, you guys can see this has really just been a straight uptrend. So we're going to watch this. Benjamin Cohen seems to think that Bitcoin could hit 66 or 64%. Honestly, we need this to come back down, but we need a lot of things to happen before this, right? QT needs to officially stop. We need to get some rate cuts. So we're going to be watching this. The other thing that we've been monitoring is the global money supply. The reason that this is coming down a little bit is because the Dixie, if we look at that, for those that aren't familiar, the Dixie, this is the US dollar increase. We've had a little jump up in the Dixie. So as the Dixie increases, the total global money supply, M2, this will come down a little bit, right? Because Dixie is the denominator. As the denominator goes up, the overall number comes down. Hopefully I didn't lose y'all there. This is Crypto Bubbles on the day, completely red, right? Walrus is one of the few projects that's up, Form as well. Overwhelmingly, everything's down. That's not unexpected, seeing as we just said, Bitcoin dominance continues to go up, i.e. Bitcoin is taking more of the overall market share. This is what we're all waiting for today, guys, right? PCE data drops at 8:30 Eastern. The core PCE in February, right, because this is 1 month and behind, was 2.6. It's expected to be 2.7 today. Here's what we're looking for. Do not overcomplicate this. This isn't complicated. We want to come at or below expectations, right? Obviously, it would be great if it was 2.6, right? Then what we would extrapolate from that is inflation isn't as big a deal as we originally thought, which would give the Fed, i.e. Chair Powell, more ammunition to cut rates, right? Right now we're projected 2 rate cuts on the year. It would be great if we had more. At this point, this is so interesting, and I'm going to just put myself full screen for this. This is what's so interesting on this. December of last year, December 2024, before that FOMC meeting, we were projected to have 4 rate cuts in 2025. After that FOMC meeting, December 16th, Fed said, hey, we're probably just going to do 2, kind of given the market. And everybody freaked out. That's when Bitcoin fell. Right, Bitcoin was like over 100,000 before that announcement. We hit all-time highs. Now we're like, we'd be happy if we got 2 rate cuts, right? So the sentiment has really changed in that regards. So obviously I'm going to be watching this. I'm probably going to make a update video from work. Your boy's been working quite a bit lately, hence why I haven't dropped a video for a day or two. But if you guys are getting any value of this, hit the like button, subscribe, comment down below. It really helps the YouTube algo, and I suspect I'm going to need some help on the algo after not posting for a day or two. Okay, the other big thing is GDP, right? This was adjusted up to 2.4% from 2.3. So this is really good because this tells us that a recession is, I don't want to say less likely because this is Q4 data, right? We're waiting for Q1 data to come out in about a month or so, but nonetheless, it's good. The economy was doing better than we originally thought in Q4 of 2024. The other big thing is like this just came out. South Carolina, they're introducing a strategic Bitcoin and crypto reserve bill. So this is really big. This just came out yesterday on the 27th. So this is just more and more states adopting a crypto and Bitcoin strategic reserve. This is really good for adoption, right? It makes crypto and Bitcoin more mainstream. When things get more mainstream, more people adopt it, more users equals higher price. Okay, the other like big thing is GME, GameStop. They have announced that they're going to use some of their reserve cash to buy Bitcoin. And because of that, shorts, right? These are people who think that the price is going to go down, have bought, right? GME shorts have exploded, right? They've gone through the roof. This is actually the highest short volume since January 2021. This is like peak C19. Things were kind of crazy there. Here is one interesting thing that I'm not hearing a bunch of people talk about. If GME's price does not fall and it goes up a little bit, there could be a short squeeze. And with a short squeeze, pretty much all these shorts get liquidated and the price ramps up really high. So I'm going to be watching that. Okay, speaking of Bitcoin and all the things, I actually just put in a 20x. I'm going to move my camera, move my face so you guys can see this. I just put in a 20x position on Bitcoin. I'm down a few percent. That's okay. The reason that I did this is because I do think that Bitcoin could bounce up with some of this inflation data, right? If PCE data comes out at or lower than expectations, I do think risk on assets like Bitcoin would respond well. Now, this is a high leverage trade, right? So you shouldn't be doing high leverage trades if you don't know what you do. In a lot of ways, this is kind of like a lottery ticket, but this is a great time to be trading right now when the market's kind of choppy, especially when we have big drops in the market like this, right? We have this huge, I'll move this back to the 4 hour. When we have big drops like this is the time to be putting trades in. And it's great. It feels good to put longs in here. Now, obviously nothing's guaranteed. I'm not a financial advisor. This isn't financial advice. Your boy doesn't have a crystal ball, but this really could be the time to put in these longs if you think that PCA data is going to come back at or below expectations. If you guys do want to trade, my BTCC link is going to be down below. You can get a 10% bonus on first time deposits. You can also get an extra 10 racks in bonuses as well if you use my link. That's going to be in the description. You also get lower trading fees. This is super underrated. The reason that I like this, you can use stupid high leverage, plus it's no KYC, no VPN. That means you don't got to give them any of your personal information. So if you guys want to leverage trade, it's super easy to do, right? I have videos on this. I'm going to make a dedicated video on how to trade. Could be a way to get some outsized returns in this market. Also down below, link to my Discord, completely free. We have nothing to sell you at all. Guys, we have a badass community here. Like we have some freaking winners in here posting a ton of TA, a lot of good kind of just like heads up where the market's going. If you're looking for a rock solid group to navigate crypto with, and again, this is free. We're not trying to sell you anything, right? I don't sell a course. I don't sell, one-on-one coaching, nothing, right? This is completely free. So this is me, InvestWithDoc.com. If you want to get to know me a little bit better, website's there, InvestWithDoc.com. This is the YouTube channel. Guys, really appreciate your help. I'm closing in on 7,000 subs. It's been an awesome journey. Let me know down below, where do you guys think Bitcoin is going next? Do you think the PCE data, it's going to come in hot? It's going to come in cold? I personally think if you made it this far along, I'm going to give you my 2 cents, right? It's like I said, it's Friday. I'm about to head to work. I think PCE data, I think it could come at expectations or below. And that's because there's all these layoffs with Doge. The market kind of pulled back a little bit because there's some uncertainty around that. So if PCE data comes back low, could be good for risk assets. Again, nobody knows. If anybody tells you like, hey, this is guaranteed going to happen, they're lying to you, right? Because nobody has a crystal ball. I have friends who have some pretty big bags, both in crypto and stocks, and they say the same thing. So take that for what it's worth. If you guys got any value out of this video, hit the like button, subscribe. It's free and it helps your boy out. And I will see you guys on my next video.